Old age is different from sickness. Aging is not a sickness, so that you are growing old doesn't mean you have to be sick. Remember your father, your mother. Some people now, their parents at home, the man is already using walking stick because his knees are already giving out. That's not old age, oh. Now sickness, go and treat it. Some people in their house now, their father is already doing deep cough. It's not normal. Go for medical diagnosis and get it treated. Proper aging, you can age up to 100 without your body breaking down. Have you seen some old people? They are physically okay. It's just that, they are now weak. Maybe the last week or last 2 weeks before they die, they fall ill and you know that they're about to sign out. They sign out like a legend. You don't have to be sick many years before you die. Don't neglect signs in your body. You get what I'm saying? Don't neglect. Somebody watching this now need to go and take their father to the hospital for proper medical diagnosis. Why is the man limping? Why is your mother limping? Her knees are out. That is a sickness you need to treat before it gets worse. And as people age, their body's ability to fight off sicknesses is reducing. It doesn't mean that they have to be sick. You don't have to be sick. Your parents don't have to be sick at all. Till they reach 100, they don't have to. There is no excuse for being sick. So if your parents are sick, listen to this video very well. Take them to hospital. Let the medical system diagnose them. All right? A very good hospital. If you go to a nonsense hospital, you regret it. And this is an epidemic now in Africa. Many hospitals are no longer standard. They just do anything anyhow. They misdirect, mislead the patient to go and start taking treatment for something they are not sick of, just because they want to sell drugs. So go to a reputable hospital, if possible 1 or 2 hospitals, labs. Let them give you a proper diagnosis. Compare the two diagnoses. When you get the diagnosis of the sickness the person is suffering from, let's say arthritis, that's why the knees are messing up. Now you can decide what type of medical system you want to use to pursue the healing. So if you want to use a hospital, then you go to a hospital. Go through their systems, take their drugs, injection, or whatever treatments they want. Let them treat the person. If you don't want to use a hospital, you can try other things like African traditional medicine. Traditional medicine is not bad. For instance, in China created 17 universities for traditional medicine. They are called University of Traditional Medicine. So there are many Chinese doctors now that are titled Doctor of Traditional Medicine. So if you go and meet them, they will use things like acupuncture, acupressure, herbs, meditation, all these things. That's what they use to heal people. And they have results. In Africa here, we have a lot of herbalists. You go to some villages, depending on the disease you have, if you ask, they will tell you this herbalist that lives at so and so place, that's what he specializes in. He heals this kind of sickness. Do you understand? Then they will do the treatment for the person. Now, herbalist is different from witch doctor. The witch doctors are the scammers, those ones that consult the oracle. Many of them are scammers. So you will carry something, instead of them to give you herb, they will take gong. Boom, 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 boom. They will do libation. They will tell you that the gods say you should bring 7 cows. Drop 1 million naira. Most of them are scammers. I'm talking about herbalists, the people that know how to use herbs to mix it and treat you. There are many of them. I've told the story of an experience I had where a snake bit one of my aunties. We took the auntie to a herbalist, and the herbalist treated the snake without asking us what type of snake was it was. Because we didn't see the snake, it was in the dark. But if you take that kind of person to a hospital, they will first of all start asking you what kind of snake, so that they will know the type of anti-venom. I'm not saying hospital is bad. I'm saying after getting your medical diagnosis, you can decide what kind of treatment. Now, in the olden days, herbalists used to depend on their father and their training to know the herbs. But now there's internet. Whatever medical diagnosis you have, if you type online for herbs that treat it, you see a lot of herbs that treat it. If you read more, there are many medical websites that describe all these herbs, proper medical websites. This is the side effect. These are the studies. There are many scientific studies on many of these herbs. These are the studies. And look at how many participants in the studies. 1,000 people were given this herb, the other 1,000 were control group, and this and this and that. You read the scientific papers. If you take out a week, 2 weeks, you narrow down to the 2-3 herbs that treat what you're looking for. Then you order it. So how do you order it? In some countries, you can simply walk into the market and buy it directly from the market. Some of the herbs are leaves, some are the bark of the tree, some are roots, some are fruits, some are seeds. Do you understand? So you go to the market and tell them what you're looking for, they give you, where they sell vegetables. But then some of the herbs, you can order it online. All right? So you can go to a website like Amazon and order it. Now, even though some might be a seed, if you go to Amazon, you might see that the guy selling it on Amazon has grinded it. So it's now a powdered form. And so on. So you can order it. Some you can order from AliExpress, from China straight, depending on the herb. Some you can order from Nigeria. If you're in Nigeria, you can order from gg.ng or konga.com. So some of them are even already in capsules. They have taken the herbs and turned them into capsules, pills. You drink it with water. So you take some of these things. You can treat yourself. Some are oils that you apply at the affected area, and so on. The only thing with traditional medicine is that there is no dosage most of the time. You don't know when you're taking overdose and when you're not taking. That's the thing. Even though it's kind of hard to overdose on herbs, but there's really no dosage most times. That's where there's risk. So when you decide on the herbs to take, you relate with your doctor. There's a reason they went to medical school. Say, I don't want to use pills that you guys gave me. This is what I want to use. Let them advise you properly on that. They have trainings in some of these things, and they can also do better research. So they call it Ayurvedic medicine when you are using herbs and all these other techniques. I'm just telling you that some of these things work too. Just use your common sense. Do your research. You'll be surprised that most sicknesses that are in your family, in your household, are treatable. You guys are just ignoring it. You're just ignoring it. So they are very, very treatable, especially with proper medical guidance from qualified medical doctors, and so on. If you combine all these things, you eventually arrive at treatment. That your aging doesn't mean you have to be sick of anything. Go to village, you see people that age and they're okay. The only thing is that as they're aging, their physical size, muscle mass will reduce. They will now be tiny. You understand? They will be slimmer. But their memory is perfect. Their body is perfect. The other day, I was discussing with somebody, and we're saying, why do people lose their memory as they age? It's an unfortunate sickness. It's like being in a prison inside your own mind. But some of those memory losses are related to sugar. Sugar gets into your brain. It disconnects you from your memory. Memory is still there, but you're no longer able to retrieve it. All these things are things that people eat. But what's my point in this video? When the person is starting to lose the memory early, they forget name of person. That's when you should start pursuing the treatment. Don't wait for it to be full-blown Alzheimer's disease. If there's a herb you want to start taking from them, take it. If there's food you need to cut off, change diet. Don't wait to get to the doctor at stage 4 or whatever it is before you'll now be told what not to eat. You understand? Start on it early. Start cutting out all those foods. If it's something that has to do with carbohydrate, cut it out. If the person is taking too much wine, try and cut it out on time. Sometimes the sickness is the side effect of another drug they are taking. Investigate and find the drug that is causing that other sickness. Eliminate it. Find the alternative. But don't accept sickness just because the person is aging. Don't accept it. It's going to get worse. So help me share this video to family members that need to watch it. All right, click this share button here. Share it. Click